Friday Parayan, Chapter 8. Significance of Human Birth. God has created billions of creatures or beings, 84 lakhs according to Hindu Shastra, inhabiting the heaven, hell, earth, ocean, sky, etc. These creatures or souls go to heaven or hell depending on their merits or wrongdoings committed during their lifetime. However, when the merits or demerits balance each other, they are born on earth as human beings and are given a chance to work for salvation. The souls become free and attain moksha once they get rid of their papa and punya karma, deeds and misdeeds. While all creatures have 4 common faculties, namely hunger, sleep, fear, and sexual union, man alone is endowed with a special faculty, that of knowledge, which helps him to reach God. Even gods envy the human species and aspire to be born on earth to achieve final deliverance. Hence, one should not neglect or reject the body, since he loses the chance of visualizing God. Similarly, one should also refrain from over-fondling his body and running after sensual enjoyments, as it will lead him to hell. The proper course is to care for it just like a traveler on a horseback, taking care of his horse till he reaches his destination. The body should always be engaged in the pursuit of self-realization, Atma-jnana, or vision of the Lord, Daiva Darshana. It is indeed good fortune to possess a human body, better still to be born a Brahmin, and the best to get an opportunity to surrender oneself at Sai Baba's feet. Realizing that human life is precious, that death is inevitable and may strike at any moment, man's endeavor should be to make every possible effort for attaining salvation, casting aside laziness and meditating on the self day and night. The most effective way to gain our objective is to approach a worthy saint, the Sadguru, who has himself had a vision of God. Only he can impart the spiritual wisdom which neither religious books nor sermons can give. Virtues like charity, benevolence, forgiveness, control of mind and body, disinterest in life, etc., can be learnt by merely remaining in his company through his movements and simple messages. Sai Baba was a Sadguru. He saw God in all beings and loved them all in the same manner. He was neither elated by pleasures nor depressed by adversities. Baba's Bhikshatana. Blessed are the people of Shirdi, since Baba stood in front of their houses with a tumuril, tin pot in one hand, and a joli or chaupadri, a rectangular piece of cloth, in the other hand, asking for food. He received liquid or semi-liquid items in the tin pot, while cooked rice, bread, and other solids were collected in the joli. Baba's visits were irregular. On some days, he went for a few rounds, while on the other days, he went only to certain houses till noon. All the contents he secured in the pot and the joli were mixed and put in an earthen pot. He ate to his heart's content, without regard to the taste, and allowed dogs, cats, crows, etc. to eat freely from it. In the beginning, people of Shirdi considered him to be a mad fakir, but soon realized that the fakir was kind at heart, charitable, and disinterested in worldly pleasures. Only some people in the small village recognized him and regarded him as a great soul. Bayajabai's dedicated service. Tatya Kote Patil's mother, Bayajabai, used to carry food in a basket at noon and wander in the jungles for miles, trampling bushes and shrubs in search of this young mendicant. While the fakir sat motionless in meditation, she waited patiently for him to awaken and fed him forcibly thereafter. Her devotion, service, and penance were so intense that Baba never forgot her till his Mahasamadhi. Both mother and son had great faith in Baba. Dormitory of the trio. Blessed were the two ardent disciples Tatya Kote Patil and Bhakta Mahalsapati, who equally shared the company of Sai Baba. The three slept in the masjid with their heads to the east, west and north, and their feet touching each other at the center. After spreading their beds, they lay chit-chatting till late after midnight. If one of them showed signs of drooping, the other two would wake him up. In this way, Tatya slept with Baba for 14 years, leaving his parents, and only after his father passed away, Tatya took charge of his household affairs and started sleeping at home. Kushal Chand of Rahata. Baba was very fond of Kushal Chand, a resident of Rahata and nephew of Chandrabhan Seth, and watched his welfare day and night. Baba used to visit Rahata occasionally in a bullock cart or a tonga with intimate friends. People of that village welcomed him with band and music at the outskirts and led him to the village with all pomp and celebration. After having lunch and spending time merrily with Kushal Chand, Baba used to return to Shirdi. Shirdi is bound by Rahata and Neemgaon on either side. During his lifetime, Baba never traveled beyond these two places. He neither saw a train nor traveled by one, yet he was aware of their arrival or departures, timing very precisely. Devotees who acted according to Baba's instructions while taking leave fared well, while those who disregarded his words suffered many a mishap or accidents. Incidents in this contest are dealt in the next chapter. Om Namo Sai Nathaya. Shanti Shanti Shanti. End of 8th chapter.